We're rolling.
Hello, horror fans. Welcome to another episode of Popcorn on the Motherfucking Macabre. And of course, this is Dick, and I'm sitting here with,
The Chad.
yeah, that's right.
What, you already forget me?
Yeah, I know, man. I gotta check myself every now and then.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I should have known from the gurgling that was you.
Yeah. It's okay.
But yeah, we got something special for you guys. I mean, if you like this movie like I do.
We'll see.
Yeah. For some reason, this seems to be, a pretty controversial topic because not a lot of people like this movie. And I don't know why. Because, and
It's different. Like I said, I told you earlier, I think it's kind of like a weird outtake on like Halloween 3. I know Halloween 3 is like a completely different story.
Say it's a weird outtake. Is that what you said?
Well, you know what I mean, dude. Pull that shit from my brain.
A weird take on it.
Yeah, weird take, okay. Because it's completely different, but not in a way. It's still Jason, but not Jason. So it's like a new story or reimagining.
Yeah, it does feel like the Halloween 3 of the series. But to let you guys know, it is Friday the 13th, Part V, A New Beginning. And that's 5 for the layman. If you don't know your Roman numerals, Part V means Part 5.
How do you feel about Part 5?
I like it. I mean, I don't think this movie is a classic by any means, and I don't think it's a masterpiece by any means.
Is this the one that ends in the barn?
It does end in a barn, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It seems like most of them ended in a fucking barn.
Were you upset when you first saw this? Or were you shocked?
I'm not going to say I was upset. I was confused because when I was a kid and I watched this, I thought it was Jason. Even when it was revealed that it was an imposter, I still thought it was Jason because I didn't understand the concept. I thought he's got a hockey mask on, it's Jason, whatever. That's Jason.
Didn't catch on to the blue. Doesn't this hockey mask have the blue
instead
of the pattern red?
I couldn't pick up on those kind of subtleties,
but now that you see it, it's like it stands out.
Yeah, totally, because he does look different in this.
Yeah, they kind of give it away, but people just didn't catch it.
He doesn't have the hatchet mark in his, or the axe mark on his, the notch in his hockey mask. He doesn't have that, and he's got the blue triangles. I mean, being a kid watching this, I just didn't pick up on the little nuances they threw in there, but it doesn't bother me that it's an imposter because I think that had they decided to go that direction, I mean, it could have been interesting with the concept of a copycat killer. And I think had the writing been a little better, maybe they could have gone that direction. But at this time, dude, people were clamoring for fucking Jason. They wanted Jason.
Yeah, he became a cash cow.
Yeah.
Wasn't it like an every year or so, like pumping them out?
Yeah, kind of the same as Michael Myers, if you think about it. Because, like, remember, how we're comparing this to Halloween 3? It's kind of true because, they tried to go in the direction of Halloween 3, but people wanted Myers. And they didn't care that the motherfucker died in Part 2.
Right.
They didn't care. They wanted fucking Michael Myers. He was the face.
Yeah, it's interesting. What version or what copy are we watching here? What is this?
Yeah. Sorry to let you guys know that we are watching an old crusty ass DVD version of this movie because I don't have the Scream Factory editions of this yet. I placed my order. It's coming in.
Yeah, we're both waiting for them.
Yeah.
Eagerly.
Yes. I'm hard. I've got a boner. I've been waiting on these movies for so long, dude. And like, I just remember hoping that would happen. Just hoping Scream Factory would pick these up.
I mean, yeah, didn't they do the whole Halloween set?
Yeah, and when they did that, when they released the Halloweens, like, I wanted them to do it so bad with this, but I thought it was a long shot because I remember thinking that, like, Paramount will never, give away the rights. And I don't even know if Paramount really owned these anymore, but...
now we just need a really good Freddy box set, like the DVD one.
Yeah,
the DVD one's great. It's the,
Yeah, that's because New Line Cinema released those. And they actually gave a shit. And I think that now that New Line is owned by another company, aren't they owned by Time Warner now?
Dude, your guess is, dude. That's why I need you here.
Okay. Yeah.
Let me here. I need the key to open up that door into your brain.
Yeah, I'm just asking all these hypothetical questions over here. I think, yeah, I see it in the future. I see the Freddy series getting the same treatment as these. At least I hope they do.
And get individual cover art for nice box set.
Yeah, all the original cover art. Give us the special features that we're asking for. Like, and I know that they've released good BTS documentaries on these, but I feel like we need a little more. I want more commentaries. I want more. I want to see like deleted scenes.
Yeah, the deleted scenes.
Yeah,
because you think about this and it comes across maybe as violent, but a lot of the shit's kind of edited out, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, on most of them. Like some of them were cut from the get go. Mm-hmm. Before they submitted them to the MPAA, but some of them were cut after they sent them to the MPAA. But here's the good news, dude. For part 2, the scene where the Friday the 13th part 2, the scene with the two, I think it's Jeff and Sandra. Anyway, they're fucking. That scene where they're fucking in the bed and they get the spear through them, and it's like the shish kebab death.
Yeah. I was terrified of sex because of Jason.
Yeah. But, dude, they have that scene. They have the full uncut scene of the spear going through them while they're fucking. And everybody thought that scene was lost forever. But the special effects guy, Carl Fullerton, he had a copy of it on VHS. And they saved it, dude. It's a goddamn miracle. I've been wanting to see.
Do you think we'll ever see it?
No, it's going to be on the Scream Factory.
Oh, dude.
The Scream Factory edition. Wait. Yeah, we will see it.
I'm so upset that I'm not getting the posters, but
we're going to see it, and then I'm going to stroke off to it.
Now, where's this one sit right now?
Part 5?
Yeah, with you.
Oh, man. As far as how it's ranked among all of them, dude.
If you had the opportunity, would you just rewrite a series excluding this one?
I mean,
you've always talked about wanting to do it.
Well, yeah, probably, because, I mean, at this time, everybody thought Jason was dead. The final chapter was supposed to be it. Mm-hmm. And then they did A New Beginning, and I think they were trying to reinvent the series. And they knew, back then it's like people cared about continuity, but now I think they don't give a shit. They're just like, look.
They ended up turning him into some fucked up zombie anyways.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, I think they were trying to go with the whole story of Tommy Jarvis, like making him be the culprit, which to me would have worked, but it also just kind of fucks up the integrity of the whole series. But anyway.
I'm ready to get into
this.
Yeah.
If you guys are ready, we're about to plunge into Friday the 13th, Part V, A New Beginning. And like I said, I'm on the old crusty-ass Paramount DVD Deluxe Edition version of this. So I'm on the scene selection option. And we're going to start the commentary in 3, 2, 1, now.
What Jason movie was it where he walks out with that pimp walk, and shoots the spear? Was that Jason 3D? He shoots the chick on the raft, but you know how he comes out with that pimp walk after he freaking shoots her.
Oh,
and walks
yeah,
out?
yeah.
Well, so is that 3?
Yeah, he talking about when he shoots Vera with the harpoon?
Yeah, and then he just turns around nonchalantly, walks away like a G.
He throws that fucking harpoon down and struts off doing the sea walk and shit. Jason's a badass motherfucker in Part 3, dude. That's when Richard Brooker played him, which in my opinion, Richard Brooker is he's probably my favorite Jason.
When did oh crap, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank, but we saw him in Texas Frightmare. When did he take over? The quintessential Jason.
Jason.
God, what's his name?
The quintessential Jason, that would be Kane Hodder, sir.
Yeah, Kane Hodder. You know, he gave me that death stare when we were at.
He did.
I was like trying to take his picture.
He did not like you taking his picture. No.
Dude looked at me and gave me a Jason.
He gave you.
When does he come in?
The Jason stare. Kane Hodder didn't come in until part 7. So,
do you think he changed Jason?
He did. Kane Hodder did because he embodies Jason. I think better than anybody. Like Richard Brooker is my favorite because of his stature.
Yeah.
But Kane Hodder is Jason. Like he is fucking Jason. But anyway, here's Corey Feldman right here. And do you know this scene was actually shot in Corey Feldman's neighbor's backyard, I believe?
That's neat.
Yeah. And you know, Corey Feldman was supposed to play Tommy Jarvis throughout this whole fucking movie. But dude,
that would have sent it to another level.
Yeah, it would have been. I think. Yeah,
it would have sent it to another level, dude. Corey Feldman started rocking after this, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, because around this time he was doing. He did Gremlins, but I think around this time he was filming The Goonies.
Dude, what if like they freaking put Corey Feldman and Corey Haim in a Friday the 13th movie?
Dude, that would have been sick.
They'd be all on like cocaine, fucking driving Ferraris and shit.
Yeah.
Trying to fuck Jason up like Miami Vice style, maybe, you know? Didn't they have a license to kill?
It was a
license to drive?
License to drive, man. Yeah.
Who had the license to kill? Was that like a freaking Seagal movie?
James Bond, dude.
Okay. I was hoping to more or less be fucking Seagal. But that's neat that this was shot in his neighbor's yards or front yards? His yard?
Neighbor's backyard, I believe, yeah.
Hey, that's what you call saving money.
Yeah, dude. Because they shot all these Jason movies for really like dirt cheap. Dirt, as we're watching a bunch of dirt.
Dude, they're bringing him up.
Yeah, this is the resurrection. But
who are these two jabronis?
Yeah, they look like
Are these just goons?
They look like a couple of idiots, yeah. Just your typical people who are always digging up Jason.
Redneck?
Yeah. It's like they're all curious about seeing the body. Like, who gives a fuck? It's like they need verification.
Oh, dude, he's got worms.
Yeah. Oh, my God. This part scared the dick out of me when I was a kid, man, because I didn't like when he.
So scared the dick out of you?
It just completely off of me, out of me.
Were you so sad you always listen to the detachable penis? Like you lost your penis. Is that song about that instance in your life?
Yeah. This part right here, dude, when he's looking at him, I did not like that. I was like, fuck, he sees him. When I was a kid, I didn't like Jason. Like, right. I don't think I was as scared of Freddy as much as I was Jason.
Oh, I was scared of Freddy. I was all into that dreams. Yeah. I thought the shit in my dreams could really affect me.
So that supernatural stuff scared you more than...
Yeah. Well, and I also, like, woke up suffocating myself in a pillow while having a nightmare.
Didn't you used to have night terrors too, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I still do.
Yeah.
See a wolf in the corner of your room.
So tell me what night terrors are all about. Like, don't you get like a...
My body is like paralyzed.
You're in a state of paralysis.
Paralysis, but I can hear everything that's going on and I can see.
That's right.
But like things in the shadows, like I literally would see like shadow wolves or shadow movements.
And you couldn't do anything about it. Like,
and like the whole time you're like trying to pull yourself because you also kind of can't breathe at the same time. So it's like you're suffocating and you're trying to pull yourself out of it.
That's right. Because that reminds me of that movie, The Nightmare. You remember didn't me and you watch that movie called The Nightmare, where it was like, it was all about,
oh, that documentary piece of shit.
Yeah.
I hated that. But like, what was that movie? Yeah, that's kind of deals on night terrors, but they kind of those shadow things come out though to get you while you're kind of.
That's a good fucking movie.
Yeah, it was.
And here we are with the credit sequence.
Already? The credits did come in a little late, didn't they?
I know. I feel like we already watched the credits.
Yeah.
I like how they always had these explosions at the beginning too. Boom! Like a goddamn Michael Bay movie.
I'll listen to the score. Who did the score, man?
This was still Harry Manfredini.
Harry Manfredini?
Yeah. He did, I think Harry Manfredini did the score for all of them except for Jason Takes Manhattan, which it's a good thing he didn't work on that one because...
Yeah, that's a really clusterfuck of a movie.
Yeah. I fucking hate Manhattan, dude. I hate it.
But yeah,
dude,
this music is epic.
Yeah. And this movie's kind of like... yeah, I think it's actually one of his better Friday scores, if you ask me.
Where do you put him in composers for movies?
I don't think he's one of the best. I feel like his.
Well, would he be top 10?
No. Harry Manfredini, because he hasn't done much, but his Friday the 13th scores are really iconic. Like they're recognizable, and you can tell that there's like a clear. What is that, Bernard Herrmann? You could tell that there's a clear Bernard Herrmann influence just because of the screechy strings. But with this one, he's giving a little bit of that bass. He's dropping that bass.
I wonder what that is that he's using.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wonder what horn, if it's a horn instrument or something.
I have no idea. But
I used to play trombone, so it was like crazy because... But we just didn't have strings, so that's what I like.
Directed by Danny Steinman.
Steinman, did he still out, or did he go on to do...
Unfortunately, he did still out. He petered out, so to speak.
Did this movie kill his career?
I think this was the last movie he did, yeah. But see, Danny Steinman directed... he did... Oh, God, what did he direct? I love them both. He directed I think he started out directing porn, but he also he directed a movie called The Unseen, and that was in the early 80s. And then he also directed Savage Streets with Linda Blair.
Oh, okay. I like that movie.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome.
You showed me that movie, and I immediately went out and bought it.
Dude, it's great, man.
Linnea Quigley.
Yeah, Linnea Quigley was in that. Totally.
So what are they doing here?
Okay, well, this is John Shepard, and he plays Tommy Jarvis, all grown up.
Yeah, they really.
This is Bob D. Simone here, this pervert.
They made him like Tommy look cool, and then made him look crazy here.
So you think he looks crazy?
I don't like the way he looks. He looks like the dude that could have been in the Waltons. Like, yeah. I just can't stand that kind of look.
Yeah.
Corey Feldman would have been like a badass with leather jackets, so like talking shit, smoking cigarettes.
You're just biased because you like Feldman.
Dude, Feldman was awesome back in the day. Now,
yeah,
I feel sorry for what happened, but like, I guess he's loving his career.
I mean, Feldman is awesome. I'm not gonna lie, but this dude, he holds his own. He's just not. It's hard to go from Corey Feldman to this guy because you don't feel like they're the same people. But at the same time, this dude, like, he does a really good job acting wise.
I mean, they showed it to should have used Corey Haim right here to play Corey Feldman.
Corey Haim? I thought you were talking about Feldman. Now you're going on to Haim?
Well, no, like, Corey Feldman couldn't do it, so now the grown-up one should have been played by Corey Haim.
Maybe, but see, Corey Haim around this time, he was a short shit, dude. He was a short shit. This was probably around the same time he was doing Lucas. And do you remember how he was doing Lucas and Silver Bullet, so he would have been a little too young looking.
Who was in Lucas with him?
That was Corey Haim and...
that wasn't the Charlie Sheen
movie. Sheen, yeah. Carrie Green, I think, was the girl. But yeah, look at this guy. Who is this? This guy's name is Richard Young, who plays Matt, and he's the director of the Institute here. But do you remember the guy? He was in the third Indiana Jones movie. That guy? Yeah.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've watched Indiana Jones movies, man.
Yeah, he was the dude at the beginning on the train, and he was he gave his fedora to young Indy. It was that dude, but
So what was it like when you first watched this movie? Do you have any memory of that?
Yeah, it made me incredibly horny.
Oh, horny.
There's a yeah.
Oh, so I have something to look forward to.
There's a lot of titty in this movie, and a lot of titillation.
So I need to be ready for tatas.
Be ready for it, because this is actually, I'll put it to you like this: the director Danny Steinman is like 42nd Street in human form. This dude is a sleaze ball. And if you listen to the commentary on this, like the real commentary, not the one we're doing, listen to the real ass commentary on this. And I don't think it may be available on this disc, but I think that's where I heard it. It's a special feature on this disc.
Now we already seen Roy, right?
Not yet.
But he comes here pretty soon, right?
Pretty soon after the tragedy, which I'm not going to mention yet. But
see, I kind of refused to watch this one, so I haven't watched this.
Why did you refuse? Because you knew it was an imposter.
Yeah.
So you knew beforehand it was an imposter before you watched it?
I don't know. Maybe. I can't say that I remember
I might have told you about it or some shit.
Well, I think a lot of people did, but either which way, I didn't remember him from the beginning, and then later on, I was told I think there's a scene of him at the beginning with Roy. Right?
No.
You don't see him at the beginning and then find out he's the imposter later? Well,
you do. I mean, yeah, he's in the first 15 minutes or so, but his first appearance is just kind of...
Is it coming up?
It's kind of arbitrary. You know, the way they set his character up, it's kind of... to me, it's bad writing, the way they introduce his character, and because you don't really suspect him, you know?
Oh, you know what this kind of feels like with this little guy coming in? Reminds me of, what was it, Child's Play 3, where they freaking go to the army camp?
Yeah, little Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dude jumped down in his little army shit, and he's all like...
Yeah.
Dude, these dudes are going to take on fucking Jason. This is like...
Reggie the fucking Reckless. Oh, my God. Danny Steinman, dude. I was, the commentary... His commentary, he's fucking dirty, man. This dude, all he cares about is the tits. Like, I think it was Michael Felsher that was doing the commentary with him.
Well, that is what typically sold, right? In the 80s?
Yeah. And dude, Danny...
Tits and blood sell.
That's all he talked about. He was like, when we gonna see them tits? But see, he was supposed to have a good career after this movie, man, because this movie, I believe, did pretty well financially. But... For some reason, I think Danny Steinman got into a bike accident, like a bad bike accident, and like probably got fucked up on, painkillers, and but he didn't direct after this movie, unfortunately. But it's kind of sad because Savage Streets was fucking awesome.
That was awesome. It was a little extreme. It was a little crazy to watch. When I first watched it, I was like, "Wow, they did." Where they go there with Linnea and all that.
Yeah, it's raw, dude. It's graphic, like.
It's something else.
Yeah. But yeah, do you recognize the little black kid there, Reggie the Reckless? He was in what was he in? What's Happening? Was he in What's Happening?
What's his real name?
Shavar Ross. Or Shavar Ross, I think is what. Yeah.
Reggie.
And there goes his grandpa there. Vernon Washington.
Wait, the cop is the grandpa to who?
Oh no, the black guy, Vernon Washington. I knew him from The Last Starfighter. That's where I've seen him from. Now the sheriff is this dude is Marco St. John. Remember him from fucking Hard Target? Had a small role in Hard Target.
No, you're the one that knows every movie that everybody's been in.
Yeah. Oh, here we are with...
Hard Target. Is that a Van Damme movie, though?
Van Damme right.
That's crazy.
Van Damme right.
I'm on a Van Damme kick here lately.
Yeah. Dude, here's Deborah Voorhees. Shout out to Deborah Voorhees. I hope you're not listening to this, Deborah, because we're probably going to be talking about your tatas.
Oh, I will be very modest and ladylike. I'll be very ladylike.
But Deborah's actually a friend of ours. For you guys,
she's really nice.
Yeah, you guys out there. We met Deborah at a horror convention. Actually, 2 or 3 times at a horror convention, I think. But she's the nicest lady, man.
Yeah, she's out there doing her own movies,
Yeah. She's doing the 13 fanboy now. For you guys that don't know, she's making a spin-off movie. It's about it's kind of like this. It's about a copycat killer. But it's all related to the Friday the 13th films, like a copycat killer kind of going after all the actresses from the Friday the 13th films. But yeah.
These people are always so backwoods and greasy.
Yeah. It's Crystal Lake, man. It's the sticks.
Dude, I think they were all inbred, dude. I think it's like a colony of like inbred, like,
Mongoloids, like
yeah,
Jason, like Jason,
kind of like in Hills Have Eyes. They're just like migrated over here to the beach.
Well, Jason was a Mongoloid, so you wonder if there were more kids like that.
Yeah, look at those two, man.
Yeah,
they're brother and sister.
No, that's her son, dude.
That's her son.
Yeah, it's supposed.
Oh,
to
that's
be.
even
It's
worse.
supposed to be, but she's probably around the same age as him in real life.
Oh, do you hear that dramatic string?
Yeah. Boom, 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 boom.
It's like watching a great like TV show, because sometimes the scores on these TV dramas, like,
yeah.
Dude, what if that guy in the blue was played by John Ritter? Like, that would be.
It looks like John Ritter.
But dude, it would be crazy. Like,
it's funny. It's funny how you keep mentioning everybody from the Waltons.
Oh, was he in the Waltons too?
John Ritter and Tommy looks like fucking. Who was the dude from the Waltons? Was that
I don't know. I just know he's the dude from the It movie original.
Yeah, Richard Thomas. I can't remember his name. Was it John Boy?
Hey, that's not.
He looks like John Boy from.
That's not Shelley. Who's that one?
Oh, that's Joey is Dominic Brascia.
That him?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's dead now. I think he died. He died a couple.
One of my
years ago.
favorite characters in all these is Shelley.
Yeah. Oh, from part 3, dude.
Yeah.
He's
Shelley is awesome.
He's the best. I think they were going for a Shelley vibe with this, because look at his fro.
Yeah, I think that's what I get, that Shelley vibe, and like
he's kind of fat,
But I have the video. Oh, is that your favorite little doll there, Violet?
I love Violet.
You have a weird obsession with Violet.
I love Violet, dude. Tiffany Helm. When I was a kid, dude, I wanted her to be my girlfriend so bad.
I could see it, but I wouldn't go for those edgy ones. I would go for the ones that are like trying to be the goody good.
Like the Juliet Cummings chick there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always wanted the angels to come and sweep me off my feet.
Yeah. See, I was all about Tiffany Helm, dude. She looks so hot, man. She didn't really go on to do much either, man. Tiffany Helm, she was in this movie, OC and Stigs.
So would you say like the whole Friday series, how many actors in those Friday series actually went on to become something bigger? Or was it kind of just a bunch of one hits?
It's kind of sporadic. Like, if you look at part 4, that probably had the highest number of successful faces, But
didn't that have...
Well, part 4 had Corey Feldman, Crispin Glover. Shit, I'm trying to think. Kimberly Beck was kind of a well-known actress. Peter Barton from part 4 was like a soap opera actor.
No, Jamie Lee Curtis was never in one, was she?
No.
For some reason, I feel like there's a Jamie Lee Curtis one.
Now, this dude right here, not Dominic Brascia, but the guy chopping the wood.
Yeah.
We've talked about him before. That is Mark Venturini from Return of the Living Dead. Remember, he played the detective in Mikey?
He played the detective in the movie Mikey?
In the movie Mikey, yeah.
Now, in Return of the Living Dead, who was he?
He was Suicide.
Okay, I was about to say that's Suicide. I can see Suicide. He's got that rock and roll armband on.
Yeah, and he's just got that mean.
That dude
fucking
needs
look.
to clean his fucking mouth. Have more respect for yourself.
Who, Joey there?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
His chocolate on the side.
He's supposed to look like a slob. And supposedly he was a slob in real life. Okay,
but do you think people actually walk around with fucking chocolate coming from their mouth like that?
No, they're just trying to be over the top and stupid. You know, they're trying to make this dude look
Shelley was smarter than this dude.
Oh, yeah. Shelley's way better. Shelley didn't go out like a biatch.
Oh, dude just got killed by his own friend.
Oh, he was not his friend. Vic was not his friend, dude.
I did not expect that.
He didn't want that fucking candy bar.
I did not expect that. I didn't see that coming.
Yeah, yeah. So, okay, there's Roy.
That guy's Roy?
Yeah.
See, I thought there was somebody that got wheeled into something at the beginning, and one of the people were Roy. But if that's the only one, then I guess I'm confusing it between something else.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I would say, like, I really am combative with this movie. But, like, if I was to buy a hockey mask, I'd probably just be like, all right, I want the one with the blue. Just to be different, you know?
It looked cooler. The one with the blue triangles looked cooler. Dude, I was thinking about that Dominic Brascia guy, the guy that played Joey.
Mm-hmm.
You know how he kind of looked like a doofus, like a slob? I think this dude, in real life, I don't know if this is true or not. I don't want to speak out of school here. But that dude supposedly raped Corey Haim.
What? Dude, I didn't need to hear that. That's traumatizing. Why are you doing that?
That's why I say allegedly.
So who?
Because
who point him out.
Well, the guy that just got killed. Joey.
Oh,
the fat kid.
Raped?
He supposedly was in on the molestation of Corey Haim. Man. I mean, and this is all alleged. I'm not, I don't know shit, but like.
It's all rumor.
Yeah.
It's all that weird dark side.
Yeah. See, here's Roy. I mean, it's kind of obvious that he's...
Wow, so that's weird, like, because I've been talking about Corey Haim, and he, like, there's a lot of crazy shit surrounding him. R.I.P. Corey Haim. I hope it's not real.
Corey Haim, yeah. Supposedly Charlie Sheen did some shit to him.
I don't want to believe that. Charlie Sheen, man.
I don't either. But, you hear all this shit.
I don't want to believe it, dude. I have a Sheen Dream shirt, and I wish I could bring it back out.
Look at these two guys.
This would be like me trying to fix a car in the middle of nowhere.
The guy driving, excuse me. The guy driving is a dude named Corey Parker. He went on to do Biloxi Blues, but his sister is a girl named Noelle Parker. And do you remember the girl from Ernest Saves Christmas?
Maybe if I saw it.
I
love the Ernest movies, but as far as like visual, I forget people. So.
Yeah, he has a sister named Noelle Parker she played the girl. I think her name was Harmony Starr, but she was in the Ernest Saves Christmas movie.
See, I really like Ernest Scared Stupid. That's my favorite. Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah,
the Miak. That's my favorite.
Yeah. It's basically a horror movie. We need to do a commentary for Ernest Scared Stupid.
Dude, it's the best. What's happening here?
Yeah, Corey Parker. This dude was also in that movie Scream for Help.
You know what, dude? Back then, I think I would have been a greaser. I kind of like their attitudes.
In the 80s? See, these guys were bringing it back.
Yeah.
But it's hard to say if these guys were...
I just like how greasers, they chewed bubble gum.
Or were they cruisers?
Like, yeah. I liked how they wore Converse, chewed that gum, had those hats, Fucking, I bet they rolled up their cigarettes in their fucking.
But they look more like cruisers, dude. They look
okay. Maybe they're cruisers. I just call them fucking greasers
But they look like they just, There's been a lot of stories about these guys. People think that these dudes may have been the first gay characters.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in a Jason movie.
Oh, because of all the leather and shit.
Yeah,
I mean, see it. But see, I've always had a obsession with like greaser.
Yeah.
Lifestyle.
Yeah. So you would be a greaser and not a soch.
Like, fucking that Deuces Wild. Like, man, that would have been, I'd like to have been those people.
Yeah. I'd have been a greaser too. I wouldn't want to be a soch.
Oh.
See, that was a pretty cool effect.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
It looked a little cheap, but
no. If it would have continued to go and we got to see the head melt or explode through the backfire,
Mm-hmm. Oh, another interesting story about this dude. He, I found out that he, he supposedly coached Puff Daddy, Diddy Combs, in a Broadway production of A Raisin in the Sun. This guy.
What's A Raisin in the Sun?
It's a fucking Broadway production. This dude coached Diddy.
Well, that made me really sad when you brought up Raisin in the Sun, dude. It started making me think of the McDonald's raisins. Dude, those were the best from my childhood. Okay, who do you think's more violent? Freddy, Jason, or Michael Myers?
Jason.
Really? You don't think the Freddy ones were bloodier? Dude, that ripping and walking that dude off and then like...
It's hard to say because, Jason always used knives, machetes, axes.
But they get cut.
Gardening tools.
They get cut. Like, I would like to see unedited kills. The ones that didn't make,
They didn't all get cut, though.
I don't know.
Not all of them. Some of them.
Well, I guess I haven't seen anything that I thought right now that is really...
Well, I will say the violence is kind of tame in this one. The sex is, I mean, there's plenty of sex in this movie, but the violence it's definitely tamed a little bit. Like, oh fuck.
So he's just kind of going crazy. See, I think the original Tommy, the Corey Feldman Tommy, would be.
But is he going crazy?
Well, either which way, I don't think he would be having to take pills and shit. I think he would know. He's a frog brother, man. That dude would be like all red up on fucking Jason.
Yeah, he'd be working out.
Dude, he knew how to, he shaved his head and shit and was like, got into Jason's psyche and shit and the other one,
He did, yeah, he did.
He's not scared of Jason.
Yeah.
There goes your Violet.
I love Violet, but I love Tina too. Deborah Voorhees. All these chicks are hot, man. And I think that all of them show their boobs except for Violet.
Were the boob scenes needed? Did they push the plot?
Well, they weren't needed, but...
Did they push your plot?
No. They don't serve the plot, but,
But,
normally
boob you're not listening.
Name one boob scene.
You didn't totally listen to what I said. I said, do they push your plot?
They push my plot.
Okay, yeah.
They move my story forward.
Who's the innocent one here, though? That's who I would go for.
Juliette Cummings?
Yeah, is that her right there?
Yeah, most horror fans will know her from Slumber Party Massacre 2 and... What else was she in? Oh, Psycho 3.
See, I like the innocent girls.
Yeah.
You're always for that rocker hard chick.
Yeah. I love this scene. Violet, you set too many places. You don't set a place for a dead person. This stuttering dude.
Which one died? I'm too high to remember. Who have we lost?
Well, they lost Joey.
Which one?
And they lost Victor. Victor got arrested though. Joey, the fat kid. Goofy.
Yeah, but he got killed by their own. He got killed by his own.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't It wasn't Roy.
No, it wasn't Roy. But Roy did kill the two cruisers. But they weren't. They were just a couple random dudes. They weren't part of this institute. I think that, what's funny, the stuttering guy, I think they were trying to make him like fucking Billy Bibbit in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Enlighten me on that.
I don't know. I just used to think that, like, since they were in a mental institute, they had to have like one stuttering guy.
Okay, and in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, Billy was a stutterer.
Yeah, yeah. This fucking asshole. This fucking Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, you sure that's not one of the O'Donnell brothers?
Oh, yeah. Dude, that is totally Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, O'Connell.
Yeah.
I said O'Donnell.
Yeah.
But you pulled out what I meant.
Wait, who are the O'Donnell brothers?
I meant O'Connell.
Yeah.
But you pulled out what I meant, you know.
I just saw Jerry O'Connell.
Yeah, I said the names wrong. But you knew exactly what I was talking about.
Dude beat the fuck out of him, though. Did you see what he did to him? Like, goddamn. He beat the fuck out of him.
I hate seeing raw chicken in movies, dude. Raw chicken grosses me out.
Yeah. You know.
That's really gross.
You don't like raw meat, period, do you?
No, it grosses me out, dude.
Dude, this bitch right here, Carol Locatel, she supposedly used the same wig that she had in this movie called, was it Sharky's Machine, the Burt Reynolds movie?
Sharky's Machine?
I think that's what it's called. But anyway.
What happens in
Sharky's Machine. Dude, I think that's what it is.
I've never heard of this.
I might be talking out of my keister here, but like I'm pretty sure she was in that movie and she used the same wig that she had in that movie where she played like a prostitute or something. But yeah, Sharky's Machine, dude.
Dude, these people are so gross.
I know, dude. They're all grimy.
Like, I don't feel comfortable right now.
And this dude looks like Clint Eastwood.
I don't feel high. I mean...
Oh, you don't feel high? I call bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know what I was going to go on to say there. But they make me feel dirty. My goosebumps are standing.
This dude looks like he would be a main character in the movie. But he's not. Like, he shows up and he's all like heroic looking. They got like a low camera angle on him and the light was hitting him just perfect. He looked like he'd be a fucking hero.
Dude, that guy over there is so...
But he turns out to just be a peeper.
That guy? The one that was just on the screen?
Yeah.
Is it
not Junior here, but the guy that showed up looking like Eastwood.
Yeah, well, this dude over here is driving me nuts. Like, my skin is all on edge. This is the gross...
Junior?
Dude, that whole scene was
Is it because he looks all dirty?
Out. Dirty, yeah, and then the raw chicken they're cutting, dude. That shit was really gross.
You know what's funny is that dude's name is Ron Sloan in real life, the Junior guy. Mm-hmm. He's like the nicest dude, man. I'm Facebook friends with him. And he is
that Lou Ferrigno back there? No.
There goes Roy for another arbitrary
Oh, that
scene.
Is Roy?
Yeah,
Roy's Lou Ferrigno?
Yeah, that's Roy popping in just to say, "You talking to me, Sheriff?"
Yeah, I just killed these people and now I'm getting rid of it.
Yeah. The deputy there, Deputy Dodd, that dude, he's probably one of the dudes that went on to bigger, better things.
Like, does he go into explaining why he decided to take over the Jason thing?
Well, his motive is kind of weak.
This isn't the one where Jason's, like, spirit possesses somebody, is it?
No, that's Jason Goes to Hell.
Okay.
You're jumping forward.
Okay. Well, I kind of get them mixed up.
Yeah, that was totally a 90s idea.
No way, dude. No way, dude. Look at the hair on his arms. No way is he pulling that.
No, he's not pulling that ass. This guy, Bob DeSimone, he played a teacher in Savage Streets. He was he must have been a friend of Danny Steinman. I bet they did coke together. You know, Danny Steinman was supposedly coked out this whole production.
I mean, from what I'm, learning from our friendship is that there was a lot of people on coke.
During the 80s, yeah.
Maybe that's why the movies were so good.
Yeah. Hell, I think
people are on Xanax now when they make movies.
Yeah. Yeah. Unfortunately, man. Because the 80s had this energy to them. Like, the movies in the 80s had
excess.
It was
fun.
Oh, there you go. Titties. Boobies.
That's such a non-needed shot, though.
Oh, what do you mean it was non-needed?
Oh, man. It was just like she goes into it and pulls her tits out. I mean, I appreciate it.
Who have you become? I'm sorry, Richard, but that shot of those titties was not needed. Are you getting square on me over there?
But I mean, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
But is she getting ready for him? Is that what she's
saying,
doing?
You're saying it didn't need to be all gratuitous, like, it's showtime. Like,
I mean, I'm not going to deny it.
She's getting dressed.
I'm not going to deny it. It was a great shot.
Yeah. She's getting ready, dude. She's got to change.
But it was so funny how she delivered it.
Yeah. She was, paying homage to that Bob Fosse shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah.
Like, what's Roy's agenda?
Well,
like, what's making him tick?
Okay, what I was going to say, his motive is kind of weak because it doesn't make much sense. I suppose we can discuss it by the end of it. It'll probably materialize better, like,
later.
Yeah, it'll make sense later. But see, it doesn't make all that much sense because he doesn't have much of a motive. His son got killed by Vic.
And
why didn't he kill Vic?
And which one was Vic?
Vic was Mark Venturini, suicide.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy with the axe.
Now is he dead already? Because if he did, I missed it.
No, they arrested him. That's what I'm saying.
So like, he's never back, is he?
No, and it doesn't make any sense because why didn't he kill Vic? He doesn't kill Vic, but he kills everybody else at the Institute. So it doesn't really add up to much, you know. But it also doesn't really take away the fun of this movie.
I like that lighting in that shot.
Yeah, I know. Boom! Oh my god.
That was I like that cut sequence on that kill.
Yeah, I like the little
insert of his head pulling forward, right? Is that what it did?
I like the power zoom too they did on his eyeballs. Yeah, and dude, he was doing coke and shit. Like, we were just talking about cocaine. It's funny because like that's totally what she's doing right here, trying to get her blow on.
Now on, it would be like, where's the Adderall?
Yeah, yeah.
Where's the Adderall?
It'd be what do they call them? Pharma parties now?
Yeah,
yeah.
She'd be like,
be all about the pharmaceuticals.
He's like, I've got cocaine. She's like, no, I need that Addies. I need the Addies.
Yeah. Snow flurries up your nose.
I'm really digging the light, the red, how it coming through.
Yeah.
Who's the DP for this?
You do drugs, you gotta die, folks.
Who's the DP?
I don't know the DP actually. I need to look that up.
Let me see here.
But do you like the cinematography?
I like the color schemes. I like their lighting.
It's kind of it's stylish. Like, I like that little shot, where it showed just the feet and the axe dangling. Yeah, if you find that cinematographer, let me know. I didn't notice anybody familiar. But see, even that's a kind of a stylish looking shot, Danny Steinman gets a bad rap. Like, to me, he's a good director.
Okay, yeah, Danny Steinman, the director.
Are you looking up the DP?
Yeah, I'm trying to find the DP.
I might be able to pull
cinematography by Stephen L. Posey.
Stephen Posey?
Does that sound familiar?
That doesn't sound familiar. It doesn't sound like anybody I know. Oh my god! And see, there's the real Jason, dude. See, he's got the notch in the mask and the red triangles.
Dude, evidently he was camera and electrical on Repo Man.
Really?
Dude, is that the mess?
Now, did he shoot Repo Man, or was he just part of the camera crew?
Camera and electrical, yeah, crew.
Okay.
And then he was also cinematographer on Friday the 13th. A New Beginning, I guess that's this one, right?
The one we're watching, yeah.
Yeah, and then camera and electrical in The Howling and Bachelor Party.
Oh, nice.
So, like, he's kind of been in the camera department.
Yeah. Was this the only movie that he DP'd, though?
Yeah, that I see here right off the bat.
So he was just kind of like a camera crew guy.
Yeah. He may have done other things, but I'm not searching deep into it.
Yeah. I hate this fucking guy right here. The guy who plays the mayor. He's like the worst fucking actor ever. Oh yeah, I was talking a while ago. That Deputy Dodd guy in the background. He's probably one of few people in this movie that actually that's not him in the background, but the guy who played Deputy Dodd though. He's probably one of the few people in this movie that actually went on to bigger, better things. Because he did, he was in Speed. He was in the movie Twister. I don't know. He was in some shit.
Sorry, man. I was listening while it hit the bar.
Oh, yeah. No, he was in Natural Born Killers, too. Yeah, the dude that's sleeping there.
When you start
give me goddamn live, suspect. See, he's a horrible actor, dude. I'm sorry. I hate that guy.
Like, I will say right now, I am so high. This is getting really intense. That argument, that guy's face was like, and his eyes were bulging out.
But it wasn't intense.
Oh, it's intense for me.
Yeah, you may be seeing it on a different level.
Oh, dude.
What I saw was some horrible fucking acting.
Oh.
Now, this is about to get intense.
Dude, I feel so sorry for her. She should have lasted longer.
Yeah. This is about to get passionate. This is about to get intense and passionate. Fucking. You think this dude was trying to look like Tom Cruise?
Yeah, clearly.
Or fucking Matt Dillon?
Matt Dillon, I would say maybe Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Are you talking about like the Matt Dillon from like the house Jack built and shit like that?
Yeah.
No, I'll say Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Dude, it's kind of sad what happened to
But he better not get a big head
Huh?
by saying he looks like Tom Cruise. Or that's what he's trying to do.
Yeah. I don't even think this dude went on to do much after this movie. But, it's kind of sad what happened to Deb Voorhees, though. Because she, she was telling us how she went on to become a teacher. And then, like, everybody started watching this movie, and they were like, show us your tits! And, pretty soon all of her students were probably wanting to fuck her.
That'd be weird, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
You know? That'd make things
Dude, it'd be awkward. I'm not gonna lie. I would probably be one of those students that if I was in her class, I'd constantly be bringing up Friday the 13th. But it's the reason why she quit. That's a good thing she did, because now she's back into movies.
Yeah, she's like filming.
That's where we need you, Deborah, in the movies.
Yeah, what she's got going on right now?
That 13 fanboy.
Yeah. It's nice. It was really nice meeting her. She was really cool.
She's awesome. And she
who's
also happens to have a bodacious rack.
Who is this, like, dude right here watching them?
Dude, this is the guy. This is that dude that I was saying looked like a goddamn hero when he showed up. But then he just turns out to be a creep. Like, he's just a lurker. He just dies, like, randomly.
Because Roy is watching them. He just was at the wrong place at the wrong time, bro.
Yeah, it's just like they just needed a random kill. But this, oh man, dude. Look at her tits. Dude, those aren't even, oh my God, that can't be real.
I'm blushing because, like, I know her, and, like, now,
I know.
Like, I feel it's so different now.
Yeah, but Deborah knows people love her breasts. She's open about it, dude.
She was knockout gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah. She was in Playboy too.
Dude, she's still cute to this day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She's got gray, and I like that gray,
Yeah. She's still hot.
It's nice to see her trying to get back and do movies, directing or whatever.
Yeah, dude, she's good behind the camera, man. I was gonna say, the sex scene. Mm-hmm. It was supposed to, like, oh, poor Deborah, poor Deb. No, the sex scene was supposed to go on for like fucking 5 minutes. Danny Steinman shot like a lot of footage, and then the producer, Frank Mancuso Jr., I think it was, he went to the editor and he was like, "Hey man," he goes, all that shit that he just shot?" He goes, he goes, "I want it to look like a Pepsi commercial." So that's why you don't see, like, but Danny Steinman shot that shit like it was a porn, dude.
Well, I think that what they did worked.
Yeah. it's tasteful, and you still get to see some of Deborah's flesh.
You're making me blush over here by that. Like,
yeah, and I bet she's got some wild stories to tell about, just being on set though. Oh my God!
I wonder how long she was on set for this. How many days do you think she was?
I think they shot that just a full day. Just a full day of shooting that fuck scene.
But her other parts too, right? She's in here a few other times, but not.
Yeah, may have been on for a week or so. She has 3 or 4 scenes in this movie.
Isn't there something suspicious about?
Yeah,
this?
he's turning it the other way. He's twisting the stick the other way. That's a major continuity error. Major continuity error. I picked up on that one when I was a kid. I was like, wait a minute. I don't know how that slipped past the editors, man. Or the script supervisor.
I wasn't there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you weren't there. You would have caught it.
I don't know. I don't know if I would have caught that one.
Continuity king over here. He would have caught it. You would have.
Dude, it does suck. I do pick out things about movies.
You notice shit so much, dude, that you'll point something out that actually ruins the movie for me.
Yeah, I know.
So tell the audience how stoned you are right now, sir.
I feel like I'm watching, what was that Bruce Willis show back in the day? I feel like I'm watching that in here. These two couples.
So I'm moonlighting?
Yeah, I feel like those two are like the moonlighting people, and I'm floating right now.
Oh, that's good.
I feel like a little kid
seeing it for the first time. But when was the last time you actually have seen this?
I've seen it. Parts of it I remember, but as far as the plot, like I said, I'm more of an image. I remember images more than the plot and what the actual story was about.
Yeah.
I just associate, was it 7? I love 7 because it's like Jason versus a super human.
Yeah. It's like supernatural versus supernatural. Yeah.
But as far as certain remember,
a lot of people don't like part 7 either, and that's what's fucked up is
Dude, when you showed me these and we watched them all through, and because you kind of showed me the lore and everything, I like 7.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorites. I think my favorites are 4 and 7.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
The one with Macaulay Culkin, right? Or not Macaulay Culkin. I watched the Macaulay Culkin movie earlier.
Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah.
Is that his porn name? He's Macaulay Culkin.
Dude, my upper lip won't disconnect from my tongue.
It's Macaulay Culkin.
No, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah. Corey Feldman, right?
Oh,
the
Corey.
Final isn't it the final chapter, part 4?
Uh-huh.
That's my favorite one, and then 7, and then I can't.
Part 7 is good. I don't care what people say.
And 1 though to me is a standalone movie.
Yeah,
I have to put it on its own platforms, and then when Jason comes in, I start counting. It
becomes something different when Jason comes in
because part 1 is completely different movie.
Oh, we got to talk about this guy right here, Miguel Nunez.
Wait, is this the enchilada guy?
This is, the damn enchilada guy. But you remember him from Return of the Living Dead? That's also Juwanna Man.
Oh, I can.
He's also in an episode.
Juwanna Man?
He's Juwanna Man. He's also in an episode of The Fresh Prince.
Wasn't there a movie called Juwanna Man though?
Yeah, that's him. She looks like the chick that was in the Thriller video.
Dude, that little kid is smooth, isn't he?
He is, yeah. Dude, it's Reggie the Reckless, man. He's a pimp.
I wish I was
She's
smooth.
She's my girlfriend.
I wish I was smooth. I just kind of get blunt and can't smoothly put it,
I know. Well, we're a couple of lame-ass white dudes. If we were Reggie the Reckless and Demon... His name is Demon, man. And look at all the food he's got. This dude, I don't have food like that.
Egg rolls?
Dude's got
and cheese and sausage?
He's got Chinese in there. He's got pizza. He's got beer. Fucking, dude, Demon is the shit.
You're right.
And it's like, dude, we don't even know what Demon does for money. He's probably like a drug dealer or something. He's got all this cool shit. He's like giving his brother rings and stuff. He's got his own bitch.
But doesn't he like get taken out kind of stupidly?
I don't know, man.
You know,
I don't know.
I don't remember. I'll have to.
Well, stupidly is in what? Like
I don't know.
Because there's really not much he could have done. To be honest with you, he was trapped in that shit box.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll have to watch it.
Because I fully don't remember. I just really hate that character, dude.
Here comes Ron Sloan. He's the nicest dude in real life. I'm telling you,
Dude, Corey Feldman playing this part would have been awesome, dude, because he would have been like a Frog Brother, I think.
So you don't think he would have been? Do you think he'd have been able to play with this kind of intensity, though?
Dude, I think he would be
like, look at that stare.
Yeah, but I think he'd have cocky confidence.
Yeah, he would have been cockier. He wouldn't have been as shy and reserved. But see, that's how this character was written, though. And you just wonder if Corey Feldman could have delivered with that kind of intensity.
I don't know. I just would think that if it was Corey Feldman, the character's direction may have changed.
Yeah. I think so, dude. Because he was considerably younger. Maybe not a whole lot younger, but...
Who was the guy that... Like, this guy, I don't even... Honestly, I don't even like the way he looks. Dude, like, he reminds me... What was that movie, Fred? You know, the real annoying guy, Drop Dead Fred.
Drop Dead Fred, yeah.
Yeah, this is like Drop Dead Fred, or maybe what was it in?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like, this guy, he just looks like he's not cool, man.
But
I don't like him.
But he does not look like... I will pull up a picture of Drop Dead Fred right now. It does not look like him.
Dude, yeah. Or what was it in Vince Stiller's character in fucking...
You're gonna have to paint a picture for me,
dude. What's the movie? Ben Stiller, Robert Downey Jr.
Tropic Thunder.
Yeah.
Boy, you were really high.
Ben Stiller's character, where the Jack, where he had to
Simple Jack.
Yeah, the guy's haircut's like a Simple Jack haircut. Like, it's not Corey Feldman. Corey Feldman would have brought some balls and brass to that character. Like, they couldn't have...
Oh, well, you're talking about Tommy. I thought you were talking about the biker dude, Ron Sloan.
No, I'm talking about Tommy character. If it was played by fucking Corey Feldman.
So he looks like Simple Jack.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, he's getting rid of the enchiladas. Those damn enchiladas.
I can't eat enchiladas. It's been a while since I've had an enchilada.
Yeah, they always fuck with my stomach too, man. I'll tell you what, I would not be eating enchiladas around my bitch.
Dude, I'd be pissed if I'm trying to, relax enough, because your stomach's all getting warm and queasy and you're like trying to release, but you have your girl on the outside fucking butthole blocking you because you don't want to poop in front of her.
Dude, I don't know about you, but there's something about shitting in front of girls.
No, it doesn't happen. And he's really got to go. So he's sweating right now while she's teasing him, and he can't do it.
Yeah.
It's like the piss willies, but he's got the ass willies.
Yeah, shitting in front of girls like that, man. I mean, I suppose if you've been married to them, if you've been out with them for a long time, like
but it's different shitting in front of your girl in a bathroom. But when you're wrapped in tin, it's gonna come out rattling that tin, and it's gonna echo the wetness. Like, and she's egging it on.
Ooh, baby.
She needs to get away. Let him have his thing. Kind of pissed at that.
Yeah,
it's hard, dude. I know how hard it is to shit in those things.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like porta potties, man.
Dude, I don't. Yeah,
that one's actually bigger than the ones I've been in, though.
The ones at construction sites suck ass.
Oh, they do. Yeah. They would always write on the walls "Mexican Space Shuttle."
Yeah,
and they would always put shit like, here I sit tired and dirty, hiding out until 3:30.
Yeah, dude, I avoided him like the plague.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no.
Okay, so here we are in the scene where Demon is getting attacked by Jason or Roy. So you think he goes out like a bitch right here? Like you said, because you said stupidly. I'd like to know what your thoughts are on that.
I don't even remember fucking saying stupidly.
You were like, yeah, Demon's cool, but he goes out all stupidly.
I mean, yeah, dude. He
mean,
died in the shitter, man.
Yeah.
He died in a shitter where he didn't even get to release his burritos until then when he got stabbed because it released all of his bodily functions.
Okay, so you might as well just say he died in a shitty way.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Yeah. Juliette Cummins, she was hot back in the day. I still remember her from that scene in Psycho 3 where she gets attacked in the goddamn phone booth. It's awesome. Tiffany Helm looking hot as shit. We haven't talked about this guy yet either. That Jerry Pavlon guy, the stuttering dude. You know,
which one's he?
Jake the Stutterer.
Oh, point him out. That guy.
That guy, yeah. You know, he actually went on to become a school teacher too.
That looks like a young Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Just because of the fro.
Well, yeah, his hair. It's his hair. How he does his hair.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, he used to always have those little fros back in the day.
What year was this?
This was 85. Yeah.
So I was like 4 years old.
Yeah. I was 3. Yeah, but that dude, Jerry Pavlon, he ended up becoming a teacher. It's weird how I think 3 people in this movie ended up becoming school teachers.
Dude, he kind of looks like somebody that would have been on Doug Fresh's team. Dougie Doug, like
who?
do
Oh,
guy.
Yeah, Dougie Fresh. That's right. Yeah.
But anyway, he kind of had that hair. Whoa, is this Randy Quaid?
Randy Quaid.
Isn't he the crazy? Which one's the crazy one that was like
Cousin Eddie? That
was doing the YouTube videos of fucking like the politicians.
He was, yeah.
I mean, it was funny, but I think he's lost his shit, man.
Oh yeah. Randy Quaid could have totally played this part.
Yeah, dude.
I think they wanted these characters to be so over the top, dude, because this movie it doesn't feel like all the other Friday the 13th.
What are they talking about here? Killing him?
Well, he got his ass beat by Tommy.
Oh, Jason.
Yeah, and he was all like, "He hurt me, Ma!" About time, you fuckwad.
So she refers to her son as sperm.
Sperm.
Yeah, fuckwad. It's like about time, fuckwad. A fuckwad is semen.
You're right. I didn't even think about that. Did not even think about that. She's like a really good cusser, though, man. She threw in some of the most colorful cuss words in this movie. Here's Pam, Melanie Kinnaman. I haven't talked about her that much, but she, these Friday the 13th movies, they always have these blonde chicks as their heroines.
What are they, the final girls? Or yeah. Is that right?
Yep, final girls. She had a story recently, dude. She was one of the chicks that was harassed by Harvey Weinstein. She came out and talked about it, this chick.
Man, that's a sad thing,
Yeah. A lot of girls probably fell prey to fucking Weinstein.
Yeah, and, he put out great movies.
Yeah, it's a damn shame. Yeah, Weinstein fucking started so many careers, man, but he probably also ended a lot of careers.
Right.
If you think about it. Because she didn't, Melanie Kinnaman, I don't know if she continued to work past the 90s. So, who's to say if it wasn't because of Weinstein? Oh, man, what is the name of this movie? God.
What? Don't do this. You can't do this.
I got to look it up. I've seen that movie, and it's got I think Shelley Winters in it.
So is that the shy one? Is that the one I would have been trying to like connect
yeah,
with?
this is you right here. This is you all stuttering and
Okay, yeah.
and trying
I
to
would stutter.
jump them bones.
My mouth would get dry. I wouldn't know what to say because I'd try to be overthinking the conversation.
Yeah. See, he's asking how long they've been friends and stuff. Like that would totally be you, man, trying to slip in that friend zone first.
Yeah.
I got to look up this movie. This is I don't think I can't remember what they're watching, but
What? I cannot believe that.
I know, dude.
I can't. What?
I've seen it. I watched this movie with my mom, dude.
I'm getting taken back over here.
I know.
You're upsetting me.
Look, dude, this is totally you. Look, he's moving in. Did you tell girls that you liked them?
No, but I would be like, I like you, and they would be like, but you're still wearing denim, and I would be like, I'd run out of the room.
Yeah, hey, yeah, share that story, please.
Oh man, and I mean, I just summed it up right there.
Okay, yeah. So the Chad was with a girl one time, and he had his jeans on. She didn't like it. She did not like it. She was, and so her exact words were like, "I don't like denim."
Yeah, and I was like, well, I gotta go downstairs. I'll see you later.
Yeah. Yeah.
She was all military. She would have probably beat me up.
Yeah. And pretty much what happens right here is he gets pissed off and
how do I get killed? I don't know. I forgot.
he gets a fucking hatchet to the face, I think.
What's your favorite death in here?
Oh man, it's hard to say because there's not a whole lot of inventive death sequences in this movie.
I thought I saw one earlier I thought was pretty neat. I just don't remember which one it was.
Yeah, I mean, nothing really stands out in terms of gore.
Yeah, this is really PG on gore.
Yeah. It's a little tame. Why?
Is this your girl?
Yeah.
Is she dead? Oh no, this is that scene. I know you. I've seen a lot of Facebook posts with this image in there.
Yeah, I know.
This is your crush scene right here.
Yeah, when she's
your childhood crush.
Fucking dancing all.
Did you want to marry her when you were a child?
Dude, when I was a kid, I was like, man, just let me.
How old were you?
Let me grow up to have a girlfriend like Vi.
How old were you at this?
I think I watched this when I was maybe 9 or 10.
Did your mom just be like, here, go watch this, and then you fell in love with Violet and dreamed of that?
My parents didn't know I was watching these. I watched them late at night, and that's when I would, that's when I would.
But you wouldn't rent them? Were these on just TV?
I did rent them, but I saw the TV versions first before I saw the uncut.
Okay.
Because like there's a scene right here with this chick Juliette Cummings. She goes upstairs and like takes off her robe and shit and gets naked. The TV version is so like censored. I mean, it had to be, of course, but man, I had no idea that she got naked, man. There's like a scene where she just fucking takes off all of her clothes and gets in the bed, and they cut all that out of the TV version. Of course, they had to, but I had no idea what I was in store for when I watched these movies on VHS finally.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any of these on VHS that we could watch? I'd really like.
No, I don't have the VHS versions anymore.
What VH movies do you have? I guess that's a conversation for another time.
Oh yeah. I still have VHS tapes. I don't have any of the Jason movies anymore. I guess I sold a lot of my shit off once I got these movies on DVD. And here we go with some more titties.
Hold on, I don't want to be disrespectful, but I quit listening a minute ago.
I don't blame you. We need a moment of silence here for the boobage.
I think it's because I wasn't breastfed as a child. I think if you're formula fed, you have this weird obsession with tits because you realize.
No, wait a minute. I thought it was the opposite.
No, dude. If you're breastfed, I think it's like not a big thing. But when you're formula fed, you're denied the nipple, so it makes that desire for boob a little bit stronger.
I thought that it was the opposite. I thought it was like if you were breastfed, you were mollified by boobs, like you hungered for them.
Yeah, see, my kids were breastfed, but they don't even think about it. But I wasn't. I was formula fed, and it was like boobs, boobs. But anyways, enough about my.
But you don't think your son likes titties?
I don't think it's like a big deal. But he's also grown up with all this stuff, so he's kind of desensitized to this stuff.
Now, does he watch? Like, has he seen?
He's seen every Freddy movie. He's seen every Jason movie. He's seen every Michael Myers movies, Hellraisers, The Blob, you name it.
So when he sees tits, he doesn't think much of them. Dude, when I was a kid, tits were everything.
Well, if he does, he doesn't voice his opinion.
Here's Violet doing the robot. Fucking, yeah, she's all like on her heels and shit. Like,
but see, I think I don't know. I'm kind of a radical. I think if you are grown up and you show this stuff and you don't make a big deal out of it, it doesn't become a big deal for like a guy.
You'd say you're a little more liberal then, because is that what you mean? Because we came up in a conservative era where it was like, don't watch this.
Well, yeah, I couldn't, and I wanted to watch it, and then I started watching late night, and you could see things, and like.
But they gave,
and
I
was maturing. I was hitting puberty.
Yeah, and they gave you just enough. Yeah. It made you want more, so you would rent the R-rated versions, and you were like, "Holy shit!"
But I think if, like, with kids, if it's in there, upbringing, and you don't make nothing about it, I think sex doesn't become as important. It's because they just know what it is and accept it.
Yeah, like you can't give them hang-ups. You know what I mean? Like they need to be exposed to it.
Because I'll tell you, I love to buy trauma movies.
Yeah.
For...
Yeah.
Oh, no,
young. Not my girlfriend. Yeah, she had supposedly a really graphic death that got cut. Supposedly that there was supposed to be like a machete shoved up her puss. Yeah, they cut that out. But there's like all these BTS photos of her that shows like huge blood stain. Yeah, like... So they just kept it simple,
Dude, that would have taken it in a weird direction.
Yeah, this movie was, I think, heavily cut, dude.
I mean, that's like you would expect Jason to cut off a penis then.
Yeah.
That would be a little weird.
Has Jason ever cut off a cock?
I don't know, dude. You tell me.
I'm trying to think.
I don't know. People tell us if Jason's ever cut off a cock.
Jason, let's see. He has punctured a cock. He shot a fucking arrow through that. Remember that dude in part 4? He lifted him up with that harpoon. Like, that dude got an arrow right through the dick or something.
You sure? I don't remember.
Yeah.
I plead with you, dude. I mean, if I was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, I would call you and completely go with what you say, so.
Yeah, and I'd be sitting there sweating thinking, oh, God, when did Jason stab a dick?
Yeah.
Has he ever ripped off a dick?
I don't think he has.
I really don't think so either. I think Jason's cool like that. I think he respects the junk.
You think he hates women?
Oh, Jason's a total fucking misogynist. Misogynist.
But wasn't it the whole just counselors? Right? He had a problem with counselors because he was drowning.
At first, yeah.
But so he takes out counselors, and then what comes in after the counselors? Just what happens in 2? Is it just people coming over to party?
Yeah, it's normally counselors, campers, teenagers in general. But
because I can't remember how many times.
But you know what we're forgetting?
What?
This is not Jason.
Yeah.
This is Roy. I love it when Reggie starts screaming like a girl.
Why is he picking on? I guess I wasn't paying too much attention, maybe. But why is he going after them?
He's just basically killing anybody who works or stays at that institution, man.
Okay.
or anybody who comes near it.
Okay,
I
I
don't
forgot
know.
they were in an institution, but he was a doctor there, right? At the institution?
Who?
Roy?
No, Roy's just the EMT.
Okay, EMT.
Yeah.
I wonder what made him want to don the
Is that what you
mask.
call
Did we
him?
learn
I guess
that?
he's just what, a paramedic or?
Yeah, I thought he's a paramedic,
Yeah.
something or maybe a doctor of some sort.
Yeah. No, he just collects the bodies.
But I don't remember. Do we figure out why he donned the mask?
Basically, what you figure out at the end is that he's just a copycat murderer, and he's upset because his son got killed. But like I was saying, it makes no sense.
What if was his son killed in the one before this?
No, dude.
Or at the beginning of this?
It's Joey, the fat kid.
Oh yeah, with the fucking.
God damn it!
Shelly guy
if I
with
have
the
to
poof.
explain it to you one more time, Chad, we're gonna start this movie over.
Just say it.
I swear to God.
Just say it's Shelly.
I swear to God, you're testing me. Because this movie. Okay, well, first off, let me tell you, this movie's plot makes no sense.
Well,
and you keep trying to make sense of it. It doesn't make sense.
I'm trying to make connection with the characters.
Okay, but you're trying to figure out his motive, though, right?
Right.
Okay, well, his son Joey got killed by Victor, who axed him in the fucking back, right?
And got arrested.
So if Victor got arrested, but Roy didn't kill Victor, so it's like the revenge motive doesn't make much sense. And then it's like, why does Roy want to become this Jason imitator? It doesn't make much sense.
I mean, do you think it would have been cooler had they carried Roy to the next one?
Maybe, but the original storyline was supposed to be Tommy. But in this one, it's almost like they're setting Tommy Jarvis up as a red herring, which I didn't like. Because what if Roy had been the red herring, and what if Tommy was the real killer? I don't know.
I would hate to see that, but he had an obsession, I guess, with him, right? He shaved his head and all that shit.
Yeah, so you would automatically think that it was Tommy. I mean...
But I would have liked to seen Roy carry on. Like, maybe he got an attack here, but it wasn't necessarily fatal, kind of the other Jason, so he could carry on until they finally killed him.
Yeah. I just don't like the Roy character. I think it's like somebody that they were just trying to pin all this shit on, and it's almost like it was an afterthought, like they came up with this shit while they were writing it. Or while they were filming it, you know what I mean?
Do you wish they never did it?
Kinda, yeah. Or I think if they were going to do the copycat killer thing, they could have made it tie in more to either Tommy Jarvis or maybe even Jason's dad.
Or what if, like, since this is this is like 5, what if it started a chapter, but it was in the future? And you had Tommy Jarvis and other characters in the future coming back to the lake.
Yeah, well, supposedly this one takes place in like 1989, so technically it is in the future.
Okay.
According to their timeline, I don't know. There's so many inconsistencies and like continuity shit with these movies.
Who's the Jason here?
I can't even make much sense of it, huh?
Who's the Jason here?
This is that's Roy, but who's playing him or?
Yeah, because aren't there multiple people that actually played him?
Yeah, there's Dick Wiend, or is it Dick Wyand or Dick Wiend?
Yeah, I'm trying to
see. He plays Roy, but I think this is Tom Morga. Tom Morga was the stuntman who played Jason or Imposter Roy.
Man, this fucking film had a lot of people working on it, man.
Oh yeah. This was a pretty big deal back in the days, man, for Paramount. I mean, they were still kind of independent films.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not independent. I mean, they were studio films, but you know what I mean? They were cheap. Because these movies made so much fucking money, man. And it's like if they just kept the budgets around $500,000, they'd make bank.
Who did you say you thought played some of the Jasons in here?
I think Tom Morga was the stuntman, I believe, that played Jason.
Yeah, and then there was a Johnny Hawk. He played the opening scene, Jason Voorhees, and he's uncredited.
Oh, okay.
They're both actually uncredited for this.
You know what's cool is a lot of people can play Jason because all you gotta do is just throw a fucking hockey mask on him. But what I think is interesting is the fact that
I like how he got up right there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, but you can tell when somebody good is playing Jason, like, because the idea you could put anybody in a hockey mask, like any stuntman, and they might do okay at it. But you get a guy like Kane Hodder or C.J. Graham or Richard Brooker, and for some reason they know how to move, like they fucking
I don't know, dude. I was pretty impressed with that sequence of him getting up and coming in here. This dude's looking pretty menacing, man. I'm starting to get a little scared of him.
Yeah, he doesn't look bad, but that's no Kane Hodder, dude. Look at it. He's kind of stiff.
Well, he's just skinny. He's not really big.
He's not old.
He's a normal dude. He's got dad bod.
Yeah,
this Jason's got dad bod.
This is like Kane Hodder's like the fucking CrossFit Jason. This dude's more like the keto Jason.
Right? Is he gonna Scooby Doo this? Is he wearing a mask? And they're gonna pull it off and figure out that it's him.
Yeah, totally.
This is totally Scooby Doo.
Yeah, this is a prime example of a Scooby Doo ending. Yeah,
but I really do like the blue mask. If I could get one blue, I'd get the blue mask.
Well, they have a figurine of this guy now. Remember?
Yeah, but it's not the same as your other collectibles, right?
Right. No.
But yeah, I saw it up at. I almost bought one.
Yeah.
Dude, chainsaw.
Dude, Melanie Kinnaman's tough and all, but she wasn't one of my favorite final girls. I don't think they gave her enough screen time.
Dude, I think my favorite one is the telekinetic chick. I'm really in love with that one.
Yeah, dude.
I'm really in love, but I'm all like into superpowers and shit like that,
Yeah.
The supernatural and but it's kind of weird that they did that because I didn't really realize it because I'd seen it and I guess totally didn't pick up on it, and then I remember you talking about it and I was like, whoa, yeah, you're right, and I watched it and it was awesome.
Yeah. What's that chick's name? Laura Park Lincoln.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we met her too.
Yeah. Oh yes, I did.
See, it's like I don't know, that Melanie Kinnaman chick, she's a cool final girl, but it's like you have so many characters, like you have him, you have Reggie. It's like you don't spend enough time with Pam, because I can't compare her to like Jenny in part 2, who pretty much was the main character, but she's kind of like a supporting character, because it seems like you're really focused on Tommy and his his arc.
Dude, what if like right now he's like, run Tommy, and like all of a sudden they started playing Tommy the Pinball Wizard for this last scene, dude. Run Tommy, and then it was like do, and he starts to fight Jason.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hearing in my head right now. So guys, I'm sorry y'all don't see what I'm hearing or can hear, but it's an epic ending.
They don't see what you're hearing.
Yeah, they don't see what I'm hearing.
I do like the blue mask, man. The blue triangles,
dude. I would.
They point downward too. The red ones pointed upward. Oh, that's where that knife comes into play.
But like maybe if they didn't injure to kill this guy, he could have carried on to the other one. So then they wouldn't have to resurrect him from the dead. I kind of lost interest when they resurrected Jason.
Yeah.
He became a zombie.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the.
Like, what if the mask was the whole thing? Like, whoever wore the mask was taken over by something.
That's interesting.
By the power of the drowned boy.
Did they ever do that?
I don't know. Dude, you're the expert.
Oh no, I'm thinking of The Mask with Jim Carrey. like
whoa.
Which actually that was supposed to be a horror movie, but that's kind of cool though. The idea of somebody putting on the hockey mask and like just
because that way Jasons can die. They're humans, but the hockey mask is what does it.
Yeah, that's interesting. But that's also kind of like Jason Goes to Hell when whoever is fed the heart
Yeah, it doesn't something where it can possess people in that one.
Yeah.
It later possesses.
Yeah. So that's kind of the whole body shifting thing. Or transferring souls, whatever the fuck is going on there. I don't know.
But, dude, I'm kind of digging this dude. I know he's not like a Kane Hodder, but the way he's moving, I'm kind of digging it. Yeah. He's small.
I like the look of him. Yeah. Yeah, he's just not stout.
Oh, he falls off and gets impounded, doesn't on the pitchforks or something?
he gets impaled, yeah.
Or hung. Does he also get hung almost?
No, you're thinking of part 3. Because that one ends in a barn, too.
Yeah. I mean, it...
Little Reggie.
I'll give it to you. This is pretty good. Come on, Reggie, man. He don't kill Reggie, does he?
I like this little face he makes at him, like...
Hey, dude, no, I seriously need to know right now. Does he kill Jesse? Reggie?
Jesse,
Reggie?
No, he doesn't kill Reggie.
Yeah, dude, I don't want Reggie, dude. He's like MVP, man.
Yeah. He hit him with a fucking bulldozer, tractor, backhoe, whatever the fuck that thing was. He's badass.
There it is.
Yep, here it comes. Well, this isn't actually...
Dude, watching these shows late at night was so awesome. And if you got to watch them during a thunderstorm, it was even better.
Yeah, and you notice in all the Friday the 13th movies, they always rained. They always rained, dude. Like in the third act of the movie, there always had to be a thunderstorm. I think they did that up until... This may be the last one they did that.
Dude, which one is it where, like, they... Isn't there one where they go to a camp and there's, like, a bunch of girls and one of them is named after another movie character? Is it... Oh. Like, they're hiding under the beds and stuff. And Jason walks up on the girl and talks to her.
Jason talks to somebody?
Well, damn it. I can't pull it out.
What Friday the 13th movie is this, man?
What happens in 6? Is that where the camp of kids?
Okay, yeah, that's when the kids actually show up.
And they're in there. Isn't one of their names like a play on Nightmare? Nancy?
Oh.
Wasn't there Nancy?
Well, yeah.
A kid, and he walks up on her.
There's a girl named Nancy in Friday the 13th Part 6. But that's...
Is that also the one where the fucking smiley face?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're thinking... The girl Nancy, though, was just named after the director's wife. So, no reference or anything.
Other way. Just a weird, crazy quinkity.
Were you thinking like they named her off of Nancy from Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, it's a pretty neat little thing if it is.
These movies don't care about Nightmare on Elm Street.
Dude.
They're not trying to pay homage to Nightmare on Elm Street.
Dude, these movies are G's.
G's?
Yeah, dude, these
dude,
look at these dudes walking up,
these
man.
Movies are gangsta.
Dude, they know what they're about to talk about.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what you're asking right here, the motive. He pretty much reveals everything right here.
You think his hair's sprayed gray?
I don't know. That may be natural. But yeah, I never understood this whole... When I was a kid, I was really confused by this because I didn't understand. It didn't add up to me. Like, and to this day, it still doesn't. But see, it's like, okay, but why didn't Vic pay for what he did? I don't know.
Yeah, he could have totally gone and killed the guy that did it and not had to kill anybody else, right?
Well, see, that's the thing, man. It's like if he had just killed Vic, there would have been no movie. but they could have come up with a stronger motive, for why he was wanting to repeat, Jason's pattern.
Right. Because
these aren't even campers, man. They're just, staying at a mental institute. And I mean, I suppose it's like a camp. But what I always wondered, is this place even close to Crystal Lake? Who took that picture?
The Jason Voorhees picture there?
Yeah.
Looks like that dude put that shit in his back pocket, and it got sweaty as fuck, man. That paper was all wet.
Yeah. I have a theory about that picture thing, because everybody talks about that. Who took that picture of Jason? I have a theory, though. I think in part 4, at the beginning of part 4, when he escaped, when Jason got out of the, when he basically escaped the hospital, he killed the nurse, whatever, and he's walking out the front. I think a nurse or a doctor there saw him, and maybe one of the security cameras fucking got him, or maybe somebody just tried to snap a picture of him like before he was walking out, and maybe Jason saw him. Maybe he caught the flash of the camera or something and just happened to turn while they were taking the picture. I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much, too far into it, but that's my theory.
I'm really pissed at Corey Feldman being so busy right now. It would have been great to have him throughout this whole movie.
Well, he wants to come back for another Jason movie. He's talked about it.
Well, yeah. You know what? I know somebody that's got a great Jason idea.
I do, man. I do have one. Still got it. Still sitting on it.
Dude, we need to get...
Oh, my God. Dude, when I was a kid, that scared the fuck out of me.
He really do it?
No.
Why are they... I guess they always end these in these weird, like, can you believe what's really going on, right?
Yeah.
Because the whole dog from one of them, right?
Yeah.
So it's almost like they're like, did it really happen?
Yeah, they kind of end them with a little bit of ambiguity. Ambiguity.
Dude,
but
Mr. Wordsmith, you got that shit out there.
Yeah. Starting to choke on my words over here a little bit. But they would kind of end them with dream sequences and weird things like that, but to make you question like what the next one was going to be about, because you knew they were going to make another one. They'd always set you up for a sequel. Supposedly this guy, dude, John Shepard, though, I think he co-wrote the ending of this movie right here. Like,
and what's his character's name? That's
Tommy.
Yeah.
Supposedly he wrote the ending. Uncredited, but he did some writing. So I wonder if like Danny Steinman even.
That's a red one.
Yeah. Oh, that's the real Jason right there. Yeah.
But where'd he come from?
I wonder if Danny Steinman was just creatively stifled in this movie and just couldn't come up with any ideas, so he just wanted to film the smut part of it, and as far as the plot part of it, he was just like, fuck it. Doesn't have to make sense.
I mean, back then, the topic was sex sales.
Yeah.
Blood and violence.
Yeah, and he came from a porn background, so,
I mean, I grew up thinking sex from movies was like what it was going to be like in real life,
Same here.
Like watching Nowhere to Run with Jean-Claude Van Damme, and when he, finally hooks up with that girl, it was just like... The blue mask.
Yeah. Is that the blue? Yeah, that's the blue one.
Man.
Yeah, and this...
And then they switched Tommy again later, right?
Yeah.
Another actor comes up and plays Tommy Jarvis
Tommy
later.
is played by 3 different guys. Corey Feldman, John Shepard, and Tom Matthews.
Dude, hopefully one day we can push for you to do a Friday the 13th movie.
I would love to do
a fan script.
Mm-hmm. Well, all these people are making the fan films now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's dried up. The market's saturated with all these fucking
So
fan
what are
films.
they insinuating here? He didn't die on those spikes?
No, that's Tommy.
Oh, that was Tommy?
That's Tommy, yeah.
And he's going to kill her?
Well, that's kind of what they let you think. They kind of make you believe that, but then in part 6, it just completely ditches every idea this movie had.
So from Tommy becoming the new Jason, they resurrected Jason with lightning, right?
Yeah.
In the graveyard, they bring him back.
And then, like, in part 6, he's not crazy anymore like he was in this one. You know how in this one
he's more like a defender?
He's all catatonic in this one. He's not talking, but then in part 6, he's just like...
Because it looked like he was going to become him.
Yeah, yeah.
That would have been cool because then the idea of Jason has manifested. It's almost like a weird ideology when that mask is on you,
Well, it's like I see what you're saying. Like, as far as like the physicality of Jason, like if you had the spirit of Jason, that's kind of what they Well, they insinuated in this one, but in part 4, they kind of ended it the same way too. But they had Tommy kind of like, after he shaved his head and stuff. At the end of the movie, he goes to hug his sister Trish, and then he kind of looks at the camera, and it's making the audience think, hey, this kid might not... They're not saying that he is Jason, but they're saying that this could be a successor to Jason. Like, he might carry out the same crimes, I don't know. But I don't think these...
But they changed Tommy Jarvis. They changed that Tommy Jarvis later.
That goddamn Tommy Jarvis.
And he goes and gets the lightning struck on him, and he's like more like a hero, almost like a Bruce Campbell, but sexier than Bruce Campbell.
Yeah, dude, as much as I'll say that I don't like Zombie Jason, I do like how they resurrected him, though. Like, I do like how they brought him back.
Yeah, it's kind of worn on me, to be completely honest, but...
Yeah, I mean,
it's interesting.
It was
inventive. I like 7. 7 is like right up there. It goes 4, 7 for me. Like,
really?
They're my favorite.
Is number 4 is your number 1?
Yeah, I do. 4 is a great. That's the
4 is great. Yeah.
That is the best Jason movie. It's like they matured and learned so much and put out the epic final one for me.
It's actually my second favorite. Yeah.
Your first favorite being what? The first one?
The first one, yeah.
But see, I put the first one up here. It's on its own level.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
It's like a giallo.
Yeah, but it spawned this. But when it comes down to breaking my Jason movies up, I put the first one up above on a tier that you can't.
It feels like it's not even part of the series, honestly.
Yeah,
but.
Yeah, it's the greatest. But then when dealing with just strictly the ones with Jason... part 4 and 7 are my favorite.
Yeah.
Manhattan is the worst.
Yeah, let's not talk about Manhattan. We don't have to bring that one up, do we?
I'm just trying to... I guess I'm trying to lay out, maybe my
That was
thoughts.
it, folks. We're back on the setup menu now. Go ahead, sir.
But any which way. 5...
So he goes... So number 4 is your number 1. You like part 7.
7 is my number 2. I don't really know it'll be interesting rewatching some of these to see how they would go, because I think I like part 3, dude, when he, that's a pretty cool one.
Part 3 is awesome. And then part 3 is actually my third favorite,
and I'm having to try to remember part 2. Is that the one with the wheelchair kids? Or is that the original one?
Part 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was our first popcorn commentary. Remember?
Okay, yeah. Not really. I've smoked a lot of weed since then.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be completely honest. But,
so
I don't know.
So would you like to move into the review section?
Yeah. Well, do you want me to go first now since you went last?
I'd love for you to go first because I'm curious.
What did I see?
First off, did you have fun? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I did have fun.
Okay, good.
I did have fun.
This is a fun entry in the series.
Yeah, it's weird for me hard to accept, but it is fun.
Yeah.
Because it is kind of like you're going across there and all of a sudden you're hitting with one that is completely different.
Yeah.
Like I said, describing it to the Halloween 3,
mm-hmm.
even though Halloween 3 was just a completely different story,
mm-hmm.
where this one still has Jason in it, but it's just not him.
But it has the legacy of Jason in it.
I wish they would have probably continued Tommy Jarvis turning into Jason, though. What if he became him,
Well, that's the path they were going down,
that would have been interesting.
My ass is falling asleep.
That would have been interesting instead of him bringing back from the dead.
Yeah, but you got to understand what people wanted at the time. And when you think about kind of the box office numbers, I want to say part 5 did okay at the box office, but I don't think it did as good as 4. I might be, talking out of my ass, but people wanted Jason. They wanted the real Jason, just like people wanted Michael Myers back in part 4.
And did Kane Hodder come in after this?
No, Kane Hodder didn't come in until part 7. And
I guess that's another reason I like him, because he's the quintessential.
well, his look was badass too. Remember how badass he looked? His bones were showing and shit. You could
Way
see
he
like
carried himself.
Yeah, Kane Hodder just knows how to do it.
Except for in Manhattan.
Well, Kane Hodder did a good job as Jason in Manhattan, but Manhattan, the movie itself,
Dude, come on, Manhattan.
it's a piece of fuck.
Yeah, dude, Jason X is way better than Manhattan, in my opinion.
Oh, no shit?
Yeah, it has to be.
No shit.
It was a fun watch.
You might be right about that.
It was a fun watch. Manhattan is hard to watch.
Yeah, it is.
He's like walking around, kicks the punks things and shit.
It is a chore. Isn't it like the longest one, too? Isn't it
Yeah.
like fucking 2 hours?
Yeah, and it makes no sense how he got there.
Yeah, yeah. So, what would your popcorn kernel rating be for this movie then?
3.
Yeah.
3 out of 5. It had some cool little sequences. You know, they couldn't show a lot, but how they did do some of the kill sequences were kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
The acting was all right, but I think if he kills freaking dude's kid and then gets arrested, like, he should have been murdered or gotten out.
Yeah, they should have.
And the whole time he's going after him, and
Dude,
they take over at the end and fight.
That's how they should have ended the movie, with Vic dying.
Yeah, he should have gotten out.
Yeah,
because
well, what if he died in the jail cell?
Yeah,
what if Roy fucking got in there somehow? And maybe he's carrying out some other dead body.
But as far as like the cinematography, do you know who the cinematographer is? The Stephen Lee.
Yeah, well, you brought him up a while ago. I don't remember.
Do you I like some of his lighting earlier.
Yeah,
but then
that was all kind of motivated though. Like it was.
But did I see anything super cool? Like, do you remember any cool camera transitions where they do something really neat with the camera?
No, because I don't see this movie in terms of style. I don't think there was a lot of stylistic
so it's
choices.
One of these where it's like you get in there, get your wide, get your... they kind of have a formula to how they go in and shoot the scene really fast.
Well, I don't think it's traditional, but I don't see a lot of snazziness to the cinematography. I don't think that's really a lot of these movies' claims to fame, But because there was a few fancy shots in here, but it was kind of just like,
It was the lighting, the ambience they were trying to set. It seemed like.
I mean, they occasionally they'd have little zooms here, little push-ins to accentuate certain moments, or you might have a little a Luma crane shot or whatever they were using, maybe just Steadicam or something. But I did notice the cinematography was, nothing fancy, but it wasn't bad either.
Would you say it's almost something that they just teach in school now, just to get it done?
For the most part. Now, this movie doesn't have a by the numbers look.
Okay.
It's what they're teaching in film schools now is not what movies like this look like. This is slightly more artistic, but it's not stylish.
Okay,
they're not going for a style.
What about
what I'm seeing?
What about the plot? Plot-wise, what do you see?
That's what I have a problem with. Would you like me to go to my popcorn kernel rating?
Well, I'm at the 3, but I'm trying to distinguish why I want to give it a 3 or maybe change it. So I want to discuss plot with you to see what your thoughts on the plot were, and if it still stands a solid 3 for me.
Well, so let me just go ahead and give you my rating.
Okay.
You want to hear my rating?
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts on plot though first.
Okay. Well, let me just go ahead and give you my rating, and I'll tell you why, because then we can share our thoughts on it.
Okay.
I give it a 3 too. I give this movie a 3. The reason why is because it's the execution of it. It's the fun factor. This movie doesn't let up. Mm-hmm. It doesn't let up. This is a movie that tells people, we're here to entertain you. Give us your goddamn money.
Right.
Like, you're going to watch this, you're going to have fun, and you're going to get a fucking boner, or your pussy's going to get wet. Your nipples are going to get hard. We're here to thrill you.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
This is a sex sells movie. Sex and violence sells.
Yeah. Now, plot wise, what were you saying about the plot? Plot wise, the story is weak. It's just weak.
Like, is it plot holes, or is it plot substance?
It's definitely there's some plot holes, definitely, because there's some stuff that doesn't make sense.
Can you enlighten me on it? Like, I didn't necessarily see it.
I wish they would have enlightened me.
Okay.
Because I can't make sense of it, dude. I know that the motive behind Roy just doesn't make sense. I mean, because to me, well, I think I was even saying it earlier. If you're gonna have a plot about a copycat murderer, I wish they would have brought in Elias Voorhees, which you may not even know about that character, because these goddamn movies just completely disregarded the father character of Jason. Had they brought in like a character like Elias Voorhees, but let's say you didn't know that was Jason's dad, you would have had an understanding of why he was killing those people that may have been in the Crystal Lake area. But all of a sudden, you get some fucking rando named Roy, whose son dies by some other crazy,
and then takes it off on these people that are crazy.
Yeah, including the cruisers or the.
He does realize that the guy that got locked up is the one that killed his son, right?
He knows.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, this dude just like went crazy, just wanting to
just on a whim was just like, you know what? I want to fucking put on this bald cap, and I want to wear this mask, and my triangles are going to be blue. And I don't know. I don't understand it. But this movie is not known for its creative ingenuity as far as the mechanics of plot. So,
what about the characters? Did you
weak.
Like the characters?
I like the characters because they were all interesting.
I didn't like Tommy.
Well, Tommy, it's because Tommy speaks like 24 lines in the whole movie, and you don't know him.
Well, I don't like him, and like, I guess maybe I have a vision of freaking, Corey Feldman. And like, if I saw Corey Feldman playing Tommy, then
he would have been rad. You got to get over this Feldman stuff, man.
Dude, I think it would have been rad to see Corey Feldman.
It would be
play that,
But it didn't happen.
I know
it didn't happen. You got to let.
But I think it made it a little worse.
I'll agree with that. Yeah, it lessened the impact of that dramatic dynamic.
And what was the reason?
Corey Feldman had a really good dynamic between him and that chick that played his sister in the fourth one, Kimberly Beck. Remember how fucking tight everybody seemed in part 4? The character work was really good because you sensed that those were real people with real relationships. These people almost seem like stereotypes. Like the I don't know. They just seem like people that are kind of cartoonish.
And
like the stuttering guy, the punk girl.
How many of the characters in there did you care about?
I like Reggie. And I feel like
Reggie, was he the one that you said was like me?
No, Reggie the Reckless, the little black kid.
Okay, yes, I liked him too.
Yeah, he would. If they would have, if his character would have been,
they broke the mold. He survived. He wasn't the first one to die.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
And what year was this going on?
This was 85. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
And yeah, man, they let a brother be the hero, or at least he was one of the heroes. There's too many protagonists in this movie, right? Because shit, you got Tommy, you got Reggie, you got Pam, and I don't know. I feel like if they had a little more focus on what they were doing because like I said earlier, I don't think Pam sticks out as much because you don't really see her growth as a character. You just see kind of her interaction with Tommy. And then Tommy kind of disappears in the third act a little bit, and it's because they're trying to use him as a plot device instead of a flesh and blood character. His character, when he disappears in the third act, that is for the sole intention of making him a red herring. Mm-hmm. I don't like that because then you're sort of denigrating the whole purpose of his character, which, if they would have been faithful to his arc, then they would have said, how are we going to have this character overcome his mental illness and learn to face his fears of Jason? But they don't really focus on that a whole lot.
And this Tommy character in this, how big of a change does the Tommy character in the next one? Like, isn't he more assertive?
Yeah,
he's like a badass. Where this one was kind of like a
he's tougher.
This one seemed like almost like he was a drug addict, like fucking
yeah, he's
like weak.
Well, yeah, which would have been fine, but if they would have kind of stuck to having like a sort of like a resolute character, where he's like, he's kind of fucked up at the beginning, and then he spends some time at this mental institution, then he overcomes everything. That would have been more interesting, but they were trying to confuse everybody by making him a red herring, and then it ends up being Roy, and I don't give a fuck about Roy. Like, I don't give a fuck about Roy.
Okay.
Roy is another character you don't know dick about.
Right.
You don't know anything about him other than his fat son, Joey, dying. Which, I mean, honestly, you don't know anything about Joey either. You don't. Like, I don't know why they took random characters. I guess that's why I was bringing up Jason's father, Elias.
Okay.
Because nobody had seen Elias Voorhees prior to this, and it was like, if you set up that character and then at the end they said, oh, turns out that's Jason's father, think about how interesting that would have been. Somebody within the family.
Okay, well, you said 3, but I want to ask you, writing. What do you think of the writing, the script? If you had to rate it, poor
writing, yeah.
Is that clearly one of the things that gives you a 3? Cinematography.
Yeah. Cinematography was okay. This is not an ugly looking movie by any means. And the reason why I say the writing is poor is because I think Danny Steinman wasn't concerned about plot as much as he was character.
Right.
I think he understood that what these movies were, and I think there was also scrutiny, with the studio. I don't know if it was the execs or who was basically breathing down his neck, but maybe Frank Mancuso Jr. was probably kind of telling him the whole time, well, you got to have a death every 5 to 7 minutes. And if you do that, I'm sorry, if you do that in any slasher, you might be delivering the goods to a certain type of audience, because at this point everybody loves seeing the kills, but you're also sacrificing your plot, to accommodate that audience.
Okay, so then let's move on. Acting. What did you give the acting?
I think the acting was decent. It could have been worse. I don't have a problem with the acting, other than that horrible fucking mayor.
Well, what would have made it better?
You give me a goddamn live suspect.
What did it need?
That guy, he sucked.
What did it need, you think, to get a 4?
Oh man, it would have had to have a really clever plot. The writing would have had to have been as strong as the 4th one.
At this point with these movies now, are they just trying to write dumb movies for the audience, you think, to make money?
At this point, yeah, because by the time Part 4 came out, these movies were nothing more than cash cows.
But Part 4 was great.
Part 4 was good, yeah. In terms of
the first
story,
4 are legit.
Yeah.
It's almost like the Star Wars trilogies, the first ones, The Jason shit is legit.
They lay the groundwork, yeah.
But then it kind of breaks off into its own thing, and it's
it was too many discombobulated ideas, like not enough consistency, like with the character of Jason, the motivation of certain characters, the relationships between characters. Like Part 4 had what was cool about Part 4 is you had those teenagers that seemed like real teenagers, and then you had a family that lived in the cabin, the Jarvis family. I feel like that's what grounded that movie and made you kind of attach yourself to it. But in this one, you're waiting on people to die. I mean,
yeah. Well, I was just trying to get it because I like to try to go through cinematography and try to get a little bit of every aspect.
Yeah, maybe
to define why you gave it a 3.
I have fun. I had fun with it, like that, and
it's hard when you really have fun, because it's like you want to give it something better, but you got to try to look at it objectively and be reasonable with it. Like, I give it a 3. But I like some of the images I saw. There was really cool scenes with lighting early on. And I thought there was some cool little sequent death. I wish seen more violence. This one didn't seem to be very violent.
It's a little reserved, yeah.
Right. It was almost like, hey, we're watching Michael Myers,
Yeah, yeah.
People getting stabbed with no blood at times. But
Well, the MPA and the MPAA were all over these movies at this time like flies on shit. I mean,
but the acting, I guess, was all right.
Acting was good. It was a little over the top, but I like my movies like that,
But what, the script, you're more the script person, so that's why I wanted to ask you about the script, because there's something about it. I just can't, how I can feel it. I just don't know how to describe it.
Yeah.
And I guess there is something there with that,
Well,
because it could have all been ended. Like, common sense almost tells you it shouldn't have gone the way it did.
Yeah.
There's no reasoning for it.
You mean as far as like the way the story?
Yeah, he should have killed the other guy.
Unfolded?
Not worthy. Revenge goes to the guy that did it. Not all these people in the insane asylum.
Yeah, it doesn't make much sense. But I think at that point they were just trying to,
What would it need to give a 4 though?
Well, I don't know. That's hard to say
because my heart just automatically just says 3.
Yeah,
and it's like I have a shadow of a doubt.
Well, because it's right there in the middle for me, and I don't.
It's like the beginning of the downfall of the series too.
Yeah, but I used to. Yeah, kind of. To me, it kind of goes up and down. It's like what do they call it? Like an echocardiogram. Kind of. The series just kind of goes up and down for me. There's highs and lows, but it's like this one is just right in the middle. I mean, I would say 2.5, but I don't think it's that bad. I feel like it deserves that little extra pop.
That little 3?
Yeah, I mean, this is a solid 3 because you have to understand what you're getting into with these movies. Like, I can't be like a dude like Leonard Maltin who just goes through and says, well, that movie's a bomb. That was a bomb. That sucks just because it sucks. It's a hockey mask dude killing people. I see more in these movies than that. I mean,
when we watch 7, it's going to be harder because I'm really biased to 7. Like, I may blow that movie up with a 5 or 4.5 because that movie was so much fun for me.
Yeah.
But I know there is issues. But just the concept when it was like, oh, Freddy's versus a telepathic person, it was like crazy.
Jason, you mean?
Yeah, Jason.
How fucked up are you right now, dude? Tell the audience, let the audience know how fudged up you are right now.
My words go backwards. I sail to a different drum.
I know when
I float.
I know when you're fucked up, dude. It's when you mistake Freddy for Jason and Wes Craven for John Carpenter.
Yeah, I will always. There's something about John Carpenter and Wes Craven. They seem to look alike to me.
You always get them mixed up. Always.
But anyways, yeah. To just round it up, I guess we both give it 3s.
Yeah.
And there was nothing really stand out, I guess, is why.
Yeah, and since we both give it 3, that would be a 6 out of 10 for an IMDb rating, which to me is fair for this movie. Because what did it have on IMDb? You said it had like a
6.1, I think.
Oh no,
hold on.
It was lower than that. It was like a 4.8 or something completely unfair.
Well,
it's like this movie's not that bad, dude. I know that people expect more out of their slashers, but
4.8.
4.8. See, that's a little too low for me.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 6.
Oh, are you rating it right now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect. It needs more people to upvote this movie. People, get out there and fucking, this movie's underrated. It's not great.
It's not my favorite.
No, it's not great, but it's not shitty either. It's not horrible.
You have to give them credit for even trying the whole imposter.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways, dude, that's all I've got.
Is that all you got?
Yeah.
Well, I had fun with this.
Yeah, I did too. People, like and subscribe, follow. Really try to hook this up and watch it with these movies so you can experience it on a different level. Freaking go get your medical marijuana. Fucking hit that shit.
Yeah.
Enjoy this with us. And we appreciate it. Leave comments.
Yeah, and get your machetes out and just smash that fucking subscribe button.
Yeah, tell us what you think.
Stab that subscribe button.
Yep.
Yeah.
And
yeah, and we're looking for comments too. Tell us if you had a good time. Tell us if we suck.
Yeah.
But
we just like talking movies and watching movies and reaching out to people that want to do and listen to the same thing.
Yeah, because I know we're not the only people out here watching these goddamn movies.
Yep.
So tell us what you think. You've been listening to The Dick and the Chad, and this was Popcorn on the Macabre, and we'll see you guys on the next film.